So, good afternoon po sa lahat. So, ang next topic po natin is a development of science in Asia. So, the first one is Asia. Asia is the largest continent and the origin of many ancient civilizations. Here began important events in culture, economy, science, and politics. So, ang Asia po, siya po ang pinakamalaking kontinente at pinagmulan ng maraming sinaunang sibilisasyon. Dito nagsimula ang mahalagang kaganapan sa kultura, ekonomiya, agham, at politika. So, ang next po is India. India is a large peninsula surrounded by water on three sides and mountains in the north. Various advanced concepts and technologies that help in their daily life development. Here's such an iron making Ayurveda or medicine, astronomy, and mathematics. So, ang India po, ito po yung isang malaking peninsula na napapaligiran ng tubig sa tatlong gilid ng bundok sa hilaga. Dito nagsimula at umunlad ang iba't ibang makabagong konsepto at teknolohiya na nakatulong sa kanilang pang-araw-araw na buhay tulad ng paggawa ng bakal, Ayurveda, or medisina, astronomiya, at matematika. So, meron po siyang four parts. So, number 1 po is yung iron and metal production. So, in number 1 po is India was known for its high-quality iron that even become important to Roman Empire. So, number 1 po, kilala po sila sa paggawa ng mga bakal at metal. Kilala ang India sa dekalidad nilang bakal na naging mahalaga pa sa Roman Empire. So, kilala po sila bilang paggawa sa mga solid na mga bakal. Number 2 is yung Ayurveda. Ayurveda, an science medical system, still used today as an alternative healing practice. So, Ayurveda, ang Ayurveda po ay ang sinaunang sistemang medical na ginagamit pa rin bilang alternatibong lunas hanggang ngayon. And the number 3 is astronomy. Astronomy, Indians discovered the spherical shape of the Earth, the 360-day year, and other theories about the universe. So, ang astronomy po ay natuklasan ng mga Indiano ang spherical na hugis ng daigdig, ang 360 araw na taon at iba pang teorya tungkol sa universo. And number 4 is mathematics. Mathematics and science Indians already showed mathematical skills as already as the Indus Valley Civilization. And ang matematika naman po nagpakita ng kakayahan ang mga sinaunang Indiano sa mga konseptong mathematical mula sa Indus Valley Civilization. So, yung number 5 po is yung Aryabhata. Si Aryabhata ay nag-ambag ng trigonometric functions, algebraic and algorithm at mga talahanayan na ginamit sa agham at matematika. So, sa kabuuan po, ang India ay naging mahalagang sentro ng kaalaman at teknolohiya sa sinaunang panahon, lalo na sa larangan ng bakal, medisina, astronomiya at matematika. So, ang next naman po is yung China. China is the one of the oldest civilization in the world that contributed in various. So, meron po siyang 4 na parts. And the first one po is yung traditional medicine. Use herbs and animals for cures. Acupuncture also become known. So, ang traditional po ay gumamit ng mga halamang gamot at hayop para sa lunas na kilala rin po sa acupuncture. So, yung number 2 po is technology. Technology invented the compass, paper, gunpowder, and printing, also the iron flag, wheelbarrow, and propeller. So ang teknolohiya naman po is naka-imbento ng compass, papel, gunpowder, at printing, pati iron flag, wheelbarrow, at propeller. So yung number 3 po is astronomy. Astronomy recorded supernovae, eclipses, and comets. Ang astronomy po ay gumawa ng tala tungkol sa supernova, eclipse, at kometa. So yung number 4 po is yung seismology. Discover a way to measure earthquakes, making them more prepared for disaster. So yung number 4 po is yung nakatuklas ng paraan para sukatin ang lindol, kaya mas handa sila sa kalamidad. So sa kabuuan po, ang China ay may malaking ambag sa medisina, teknolohiya, astronomiya, at agham ng kalamidad na hanggang ngayon ay ginagamit pa rin. So next topic po natin is development of science in the Middle East. First one po is Age of Islam, 70th and 30th century. During this time, science and knowledge flourished in Muslim countries. So, sa panahon pong ito, umunlad ang agham at kaalaman sa mga bansang Muslim. And second po is this was made possible by Arabic as a common language, the importation of Greek books from the Byzantine Empire, and proximity to India that provide additional language. So, naging possible din po ito dahil sa wikang Arabic bilang pangkaraniwang wika. At dako naman po tayo sa important contribution. Mahalagang ambag. Number 1 is use of experimentation and observation instead of mere speculation. So, ang paggamit po ng eksperimento at obserbasyon imbis na haka-haka lamang. So, number 2 po is development of the scientific method as a way of research. So, number 2 po is yung pagunlad ng scientific method bilang paraan ng pananaliksik. Number 3 is a huge contribution in medicine, mathematics, astronomy, and philosophy. So, malaking ambag po sa larangan ng medisina, matematika, astronomiya, at filosofiya. So, sa madaling salita po, ang gitnang silangan sa pamamagitan ng mga scholar na Muslim ay nagkaroon ng mahalagang papel sa pagsulong ng agham at paghubog ng scientific method na ginamit pa rin hanggang ngayon. Naman po is yung famous Muslim scientist of the Golden Age of Islam. Number 1 is si Ibn al-Haytham al-Hazen, father of optics, used empirical demonstration to explain the light intromission theory. How light enters the eye. So, si Haytham po ay gumamit ng empirical demonstration para ipaliwanag ang light intromission theory, kung paano pumasok ang liwanag sa mata. So, yung number 2 po is si Muhammad Ayman Musa al-Khwarizmi. Origin of the world algorithm. Algebra came from his book Al-Jar. Developed the Arabic numerical system and introduced the decimal point notation vital to math and science. So, si Muhammad naman po ay pinagmulan ng isang salitang algorithm. Ang algebra ay mula sa kanyang aklat na Al-Jar, na pinaunlad ang algebraic numerical system at pinakilala ang decimal point notation na mahalaga sa matematika at agham. And yung number 3 po is si Jabir Ibn Hayyan, father of chemistry, made important discoveries and alchemy and chemistry, including processes like distillation and certillation. Si Jabir po ang ama ng chemistry na gumawa ng mahalagang tuklas ng alchemy at chemistry, kabilang ang mga proseso ng distillation, crystallization at iba pa. So, yung number 4 po is si Ivan Avicena, father of modern medicine, used clinical trials and pioneered experimental medicine. Si Sina po ang ama ng modernong medisina na gumamit ng clinical trials at nagsimula ng experimental medicine. His books, the Books of Healing and the Canon of Medicine, were standard medical texts in Europe and Muslim world of centuries. So, ang kanyang mga aklat, the Book of Healing at the Canon of Medicine, ay ginamit sa loob ng maraming siglo bilang standard medical text sa Europe at Muslim worlds. So, sa kabuuan po, ang mga Muslim na siyentipiko ay nagbigay ng napakalaking ambag sa larangan ng optika, matematika, kimika at medisina na naging pundasyon ng modernong agham. So, next topic po natin is development of science in Africa. So, number 1 po is yung ancient Egyptian civilization. Contributed to astronomy, mathematics, and medicine. So, nag-ambag po siya ng astronomiya, matematika, at medisina. Number 2 po is yung geometry originated from the need to measure and organize lands along the Nile River. So, ang geometry naman po ay nagmula sa pangangailangang sukatin at ayusin ang mga lupain sa tabi ng Nile River. So, number 2 po is yung Egypt and alchemy. Number 1 po is yung center of alchemy, the basis of modern chemistry. Sentro ng alchemy ay naging batayan ng modernong chemistry. Number 3 is use methods like inspection, diagnosis, treatment, and prognosis in medicine. So, gumamit naman po sila ng mga pamamaraan tulad ng inspection, diagnosis, treatment, at prognosis sa medisina. So, yung number 3 po is yung astronomy sa Africa. Gumamit ng iba't ibang kalendaryo, lunar, solar, at stellar. Number 2 is yung patunay na maagang kaalaman sa pag-obserba ng kalangitan. Number 4 po is yung metallurgy, skilled in making metal tools and structures for housing, agriculture, and construction. So, mahusay ang paggawa ng mga metals tools at structures para sa bahay, agrikultura, at konstruktura. So, the last one po is yung mathematics. Mathematics is the Lebombo bone, 35,000 BCE, is the oldest mathematical artifact. So, ang Lebombo bone, 35,000 BC, ang pinakamatandang mathematical artifact. So, next po is yung use, multiplication, division, arithmetic, and possibly as a lunar calendar. So, ginamit naman po ito para sa multiplication, division, arithmetic, at posibleng lunar calendar. Sa kabuuan po, ang Africa ay nagbigay ng malaking pundasyon.